Hello, my loves. I'm Ellie Frost, and I help people radically and rapidly heal and transform during and after narcissistic abuse. And I just made a video about 10 signs that you're dealing with a narcissist, and I'll link that to this video. But the one thing I didn't mention, because I thought it deserved its own explanation, was understanding the trauma bond. So another sign you're dealing with a narcissist is that you're trauma bonded. Now, what happens in a trauma bond? What happens is a person causes you a lot of pain, right? But you feel a very strong bond towards them. When you're trauma bonded, something happens in our biology, right? So it actually happens from childhood, right? Like we are kind of codependent as children. We need our parents for food, shelter, love, warmth, all that kind of stuff. So we are wired, right, to connect to people, especially people that, have kind of like a role in our lives that's important. So we're wired to connect, right? With a narcissist, what happens is the brain can't compute like what's going on. It's called cognitive dissonance. So they're causing you sometimes pleasure and sometimes immense pain. Biologically, this messes up our system, and we want the person, we get like very, very attached to the person causing us pain, and we want that person to take the pain away, right? So it's a bit like Stockholm syndrome, prisoners are put in the black hole, right, and kept in the dark, and then their abuser opens the hole up, gives them some porridge, and they feel a very strong affiliation to them. So when someone causes you a lot of pain but then gives you pleasure, it messes you up biologically, and you form this strong attachment, which we're calling a trauma bond. So if your person that you are feeling very, very attached to is also causing you a lot of pain, you're probably trauma bonded to a narcissist, right? It happens biologically because they're messing up your system. Pleasure and pain in the human body causes a biological kind of reaction, and we get very when someone gives you enormous pleasure and then enormous pain, we feel this draw towards them. It doesn't make any sense logically, but it happens biologically. That is what trauma bonding is about, and the narcissistic relationship is all about it.